I have to move to... Also, this is part 4 now. I'm going to Gatewater Hotel. September 6, Gatewater Hotel room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, smooth, right? Real smooth. You are the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say anything to the lawyer, Paul. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting and can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let me examine this in the drawer. There is a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey. What are you doing? No touchy. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, you know. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Let me examine this bottle of wine. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There is the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it will be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance. But what about the bottle? A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. I wonder who's staying with her. Maybe her dad. Sugar dad. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What about this painting? Ah, still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. What about the bed? A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Alright. Can I talk to you? What did you witness, baby? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I feel like I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. What about Miss May? Could you who are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Here, you know you are cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I have blushed this much. Haha lol. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Teehee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. What about this room? It's very nice. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clothes in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. HMPH. Oh boy. I present to you my badge. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, it's just like in a movie. What about the glass shards? Radical Barikosum. What about this receipt here? Very interesting. May I examine something else? What else may I examine in this apartment? That is the question. I want to see what is in the drawer. What's inside, I wonder? Cuff, corona. Maybe later. Move. We have to move, everyone, to Grossberg law office. Maybe he's back. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard. Aha, so you are the one they say has been looking for me. Ah, yes, that's me. He looks even grande than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you are a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days, so please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Okay, sir. Actually, it's about Maya Fey. Whoa, what's that? Yeah, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son, but you just said you weren't. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Whoa, Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What is going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Excuse me, sir, your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Maya trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble, think not. What? Did you say something, bro? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? But what about Maya? How did you know Maya Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That is quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It is my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the who, the sue, the we of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Alright, what about this paper here? You want this, oh my gosh. Oh. I am a lawyer. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Do you care about anything like the receipt? Oh, I'm gonna have to tell Maya that it's no go. No go. September 6th, detention center, visitor room. Hiya. Oh, you are back. Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What? What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Yep. I see. I've been abandoned then. That is very tragic. Let us talk about your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mom is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. Where's your mom, Wall? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. Daughters. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my power. I feel bad for her, all by herself on that mountain. Your mom's enemy. So who was this man who ruined your mom's? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. What? The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. Wright. Excuse me, Wright? That was his name. My sister told me. Wright? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'm gonna defend you, baby. I've made up my mind, Maya. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Holy moly! Why? Why? Well, I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know. You don't know? Is this girl sitting in front of me the killerino? All the evidence seems to say no, yes. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior was at all an act. And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Boo-hoo-hoo, crying. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. There is only one thing I know for certain. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That is so kind of you. I cry now. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There is something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Some naughty thing, maybe. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Do you want to see this here what that I found? Her autopsy report. Sorry, I've never seen that before. What about my attorney badge? I just showed you earlier. Thank you very much. I have to go to the hotel and hope that she is not in the room. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. All right. I've just come up to deliver a room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Hey, bro, why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back, quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned. Alright, sure. Mr. Wright of Blue Crap? Where have I heard that name? Oh, it was her and the mom's case. White, no, that's Red. That is Red. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Mia, Maya, Maya, Mia, Mo, Mamma Mia, me. Could it be a coincidence? Now I want to examine what is in the drawer. There is a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now is my chance to see what is inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? How suspicious. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There is a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using that bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Yes, I know. Oh, bellboy, you still there? Oh my god. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. September 7, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, my sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Wow, what a nice map, dude. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts this statue as evidence. They are still calling it a statue. floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people here already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What is this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Where is the press button? Here. Hold it. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. What? 2 people? Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Are you Sonic? Our motto this month is Sonic the Hedgehog Quick Response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Damn, you fast. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Are you sure about that? Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? What? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious movement in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Holy moly, that's crazy. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Well, I have something hard for you as well. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I don't know. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho, then who did write it, smarty pants? The killer. Who, I did. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No, I'm just saying it could have been me, lol. Can you prove it wasn't? Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? No. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Are you sure about that? Do you have proof it was Maya who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood hemoglobin test. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha ha ha, nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases now. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim will write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister. Yeah, actually, we got a point, pal. Stop right there, criminal scum. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. That's what he said. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Oh, gee. There is clearly a contradiction here. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. But, if I remember correctly... Let's take a look at our evidence if I can find it. Oops. Wrong button. How do I go to the menu? The death was instantaneous, so there's no way she could have wrote that after being hit. Because she died. If she dies instantly, she doesn't have time to write down the killer's name. We're gonna have to present this here because she died instantly. Detective Gumshoe, there is one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim Maya Fey wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant Maya Fey. That's really what you are saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. What else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Wow, that's crazy. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. Ha, forgot, you say? It was the day after the murder, Your Honor, sir. I was the one who handed it to him myself, personally. Alright. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What do you mean? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results in the morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Thank you. That is all. Thank you. Arigato. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked? Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I have heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Brain power. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. She died from a blow by a blunt object, but she may have lived for a few minutes. Oh no. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Next time.